of us in our lives have been for different kind of situations where we want to give up, when we are tired, when we just want to really just stop doing what we're doing, like stop trying, stop everything, and just like, I don't know, don't try anymore, because things get so hard sometimes. Sometimes you just feel fed up, just exhausted. Like you have done everything you have in your hands, everything was up to you to achieve the things that you want, or to find that solution to that problem, or to solve a certain situation, to accomplish something, or just like overcome an obstacle. And it becomes so tough, so difficult. Like you achieve something or you overcome something, then it comes the next one, and then like you're still like, what's going on? Like, why do I still have to keep fighting? And it's tough. It's tough. Achieving our dreams is tough. Accomplishing things is tough. Overcoming obstacles is tough. Finding solutions to something in our lives and understand our situation is tough. It's not easy, but that's also part of the process, and that's what makes, at the end of the day, everything in life so meaningful and so nice, so enjoyable, because you go through all of those kind of situations, but after that you always find a solution. Like eventually you always find something, like some oasis or some point of your life where you are like, oh, finally, like now this issue I was dealing with before, now it's solved and I'm better. And of course, like you're moving into a different direction and facing something different, because we are always changing, we're always evolving. And so every time it's like you're dealing with a different kind of challenge or obstacle, or trying to achieve something else in your life. At least for many of us. Maybe it's not your case, but I'm talking like for the kind of people that we have dreams and we have special goals in our lives, and we set our goals very clear, and we want that. We want this, or so or there's an obstacle or something, certain situation we need to overcome, and of course like we need to get over it, overcome that. While being in those kind of situations I have faced many times in my life and I'm still dealing with, I wish someone had helped me more, like, don't give up. It's fine, come on. Everything is going the right way, the way it should be, the way it is. Do not give up. Keep working on the things you want. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep fighting for your dreams. Keep fighting for your goals. It's tough, but you'll get there. Do not give up. Keep going. Keep moving forward. And I said, because sometimes you lose your faith, you lose confidence in yourself, because when things get difficult, sometimes you do not find support, or that emotional support that you wish you would have. You have yourself. You have yourself, because the point is nobody else is in the same situation as you, so nobody can feel it or understand it or have the same empathy that you would need. Maybe in some of your cases, yeah, maybe you find people that support you, but in other cases, like I felt before, I felt all alone, and like nobody really understood me, and like nobody could really say, like, I don't know. For example, I talk about my situation of unemployment in Germany, and yeah, that was one of the situations that were very, very tough for me, and I felt that nobody knew how I felt. Nobody could understand it, because none of my contacts at that time had gone through a similar situation. I had known mostly just like Germans. Of course, they all had stable lives here and jobs and their families, everything settled. They had always lived in Germany, maybe for a few months in a different country, but mostly here. They would speak English, but just, I mean, like for business or stuff like that, not during the daily life. So yeah, very different lives, and I could not find that support that really could say like, hey, don't give up. It's fine what you're doing. It's okay. You're doing right. You're going the right way. Don't give up. Be patient. and keep going. I wish I had someone really that had told me that and felt a bit more understanding in that part. Later on, of course, I met like more people and that were in the same situation that helped a lot. But if you're in that kind of situation where you really feel some support, or you feel that you are alone, or that feel that is very difficult, you're not gonna be able to overcome that situation, or that it's just not for you, don't give up. Do not give up and keep trying. Here it's very important to take into account it's required a lot of patience. Patience is required, and also perseverance. They go hand in hand, and that's something I can really tell from my own experience in many other situations in my life, many other things I have accomplished and done before. It seems sometimes like a very long journey when you are through the process. And you need a lot of patience and a lot of perseverance. You need to keep trying. And that goes hand in hand. Because if you keep trying, you keep trying, you keep trying, you keep trying. Also, you need to be patient and just know that it might take a lot. But you just keep trying, right? If you're not patient, then you just give up. Cannot keep trying anymore. It's important for you to keep in mind. Try to take into account that it might seem it takes forever, like you are not reaching your goal, or you're not really over this obstacle, and it looks like maybe it's never gonna happen, but it's gonna happen for sure if you keep trying and if you keep being patient. The more you keep like believing in yourself and keep like doing it, things are gonna work out by itself eventually. No matter what you want to do, no matter what you want to accomplish, I do believe that if it's in your mind, it's because you can accomplish it and you are able to do it. However, I want to talk about 3 points I think we need to consider while trying to achieve our goals, or when you're thinking about giving up, or you're feeling like you cannot just keep going anymore, you are going to give up. And that one I think is very important, and many people just give up in that stage and don't try anymore. And I think it comes a moment where you need to rest. Of course, physically, but also mentally. It could be also like a different situation, like takes you in a different way. You are not expecting before. And of course, that takes you out of the road and you kind of get lost on the way. So you cannot see your goals anymore, or where you're going, or what exactly is going on in your life. And take advantage of those times to reflect, to rest, to recover also. Because it's also like a lot of like mental work, a lot of energy you put into that. Like you need time to recover yourself, to really maybe reflect upon your situation and think, okay, I'm going to evaluate my situation right now. Is it good? Am I doing things good? Why is it not working out? Is it really that thing that what I want, or is it something else? Maybe things have changed right now and now like have taken a different direction in this moment, and you really need to reconsider what you're doing, reconsider your goals. And you can change every time. You can be flexible. You still have goals, you still have your what you want to do. Obstacles are always there, so you can be flexible and change things according to how they give themselves, but allow yourself to take that time, because sometimes we see that kind of time like, yeah, we're getting lost and we're just like in a chaos right now, and I'm not gonna be able to achieve my whatever dream I have or whatever I had planned before, and we see it very negative. Sometimes could be that we see it like that, we get lost on the process. Some people stop trying, they don't remember about their goals anymore, but take advantage of that time. If you feel in a time like that, like when you feel like life just hits you over and over and over, okay, just allow yourself to take some time to recover, to rest. Like, okay, I'm not gonna try anymore just for a while, because of course life is pushing you hard and you need to stand up. You need to allow yourself to get some time for you to to feel better, to recover, to be able to stand up by yourself and keep going again, forward, forward, forward. But you need to allow yourself to do that, because we are not machines, we are not robots, we're humans, and we need time to recover. We need time to reconsider our situation, to evaluate things and see if that's really what we want. Maybe the universe is taking us in a different direction. Maybe we can say, okay, actually what I want is this, or actually this option is better. Maybe I'm gonna change this and that, right? So allow yourself a time and don't freak out, like thinking like, no, I cannot do it anymore, I'm just gonna give up and give up. No, don't take that time as giving up. Take that time as to recover yourself, reconsider what you're doing, evaluate your situation, like reflect upon yourself, upon your life, and allow the time that you need for that. You're gonna know when you feel better, when you feel like take care of yourself and you're fine, you're whole again. You're gonna feel better and you're gonna be like, okay, I'm ready to go again. But I think that pause, that time to recover that we are given by the universe sometimes, by life, it's important and we need to take it. So if you're in a situation like that, where you're feeling like giving up and you're like, I don't know, being pushed all the time by life and different situations, allow yourself to have that time to rest, to focus on yourself, like really focus on standing up. Once you feel better, you feel recovered, you say, okay, I can stand up by myself, I'm good, I feel like good again, right? I'm healthy again, so I can keep going on the run, on the marathon, or on what I'm doing, right? That's important, because I think many people get lost in the way, and when that happens, sometimes they just give up and that's it. They forget about everything and they just get comfortable with their lives, and they forget about what they really were doing before, which direction they were going to, and they do not reconsider anything, and they just forget about everything and just stop trying. And that's something that it happens a lot, and in those kind of situations where they're supposed to recover, to keep going, they just give up. So please keep going with your life and allow yourself that time to heal, to recover, to reflect, reconsider, and evaluate things. Something else I think is very important at the time of not giving up, that you need to work on that as well. I have done it and I still keep working on it all the time, is to believe in yourself, to trust in universe, of course, in your life, in yourself, that you can do it, that everything's gonna be fine, that everything happens for a reason, and believe that you can do it. Because that's what happens sometimes. You sometimes can feel like that dream is too big, and maybe you, your mind, you know you can do it, but deep inside you, maybe in your beliefs, or something that happened when you were very little or before in your life, may have this belief that maybe you are not good enough to get it, or that situation or that dream job you want is not achievable, or evaluate that and try to really work on your mindset that you can do it, that if you have it on your mind, you can really do it. People are just like, yeah, I know I can do it, of course, yeah, but do you really believe you can do it? Believe it. Do it. Own it. And that's actually not that easy. In order to work on that, because I have realized I had some problems about that before, from situations that happened when I was little. It has been represented in my life through many obstacles. I have worked on that a lot. So I visualize myself doing what I want to do, doing like I'm achieving it, and I'm doing the things I want. And actually that is achievable. There's also some other strategies you could use, making your board with your dreams, a visual board, or a video with positive images that say this kind of person you want to be, because you own it, you are that person. And you can just reinforce all those kind of things, like with these exercises. You can write as well, write also like the kind of life that you want. So that's something I used to do before. Sometimes I used to like invent stories from what I wanted to achieve, and like, hey, I am in this place right now and achieving this, and I'm living or enjoying this kind of activity, and I'm doing this and that. Like I would like visualize myself in the future. When you write it down, then you can like see it in a picture in your mind easier. So those things help a lot. It's funny because many of those strategies I have done them by myself, like I don't know, intuitively, or just like from listening to other people before, from content creators also that I listen to a lot, and they recommended that. One of them recommended the option of the writing that I used to do it before, so that's okay, I did it, but the option with the video and the voice message showing the pictures, positive images of you in the future, or how you visualize yourself in the future and what you want to achieve. So it's interesting like how many people come up to the same kind of strategies or very similar strategies to work on those beliefs, on confidence, on yourself. Like you can really do it and be able to achieve those dreams, those goals, overcome those obstacles, and really own your life. When you do that, that helps a lot, because really that mindset, just the facts that you believe in that, makes you feel a lot better, and be able to deal with the situation in a lot more positive way, in a happier way, even though you haven't achieved it yet, but you know you're going to do it. You trust. And that helps you live and go through the process in a much smoother way. And the last advice I would give is to break down what you want to do in small steps. Because sometimes it seems very, very difficult. Something like, wow, how I'm going to accomplish that? How I'm going to make it happen? If it's a business and I have to, I want my company to be like this, and I have not had even like the capital for that, or I don't know what to do. Like start little and do like little things. If you don't know what you want to do, if it's not a business, but you have not that clear in your mind, but you have like an idea more or less from what you want to do something about it. Even if it's like small steps, small actions, but those actions triggers your mind to really train yourself and prepare yourself to feel the way that you are achieving things already, and that's gonna make you feel a lot better and work towards your goal all the time, like intuitively. It's like you're not gonna be pushing yourself, like it's gonna be also something natural that comes from your body, from your own self, and that's why it's such a good exercise. Because from little things, little actions, you can start very small, but then they're gonna become very, very big. They're gonna let you achieve so many things in your life. Like small actions are everything. You start with something small that can help you reshape your life, improve your life in so many different ways. The point is like you do it, at least even if it's one thing, but do it well, do it right, do it with all your heart. Focus on that and focus on improving that thing. With that little thing, like there's more things that are gonna be like also like changing on the way. They're gonna just like, they make part of it. They also like go along with the process. If you do not do anything and expect somehow that you're gonna overcome the obstacle and just trust and everything's gonna work out by itself without doing anything at all, it's more likely like it's gonna take a lot more time, or things are gonna turn like a different direction you might not want. So it's important. That's why like you do something. Also, you're gonna feel more accomplished. Like if it's little by little, still there's gonna be some progress, and you're gonna be able to see it for sure. Even if it's something small, then you do it. You're like, hey, I feel accomplished. I did something for what I want to do. And every day, if you do it every day, and then you start like growing small, little by little, it really makes you feel a lot better, and that's gonna help you on the way in the long term. So do not give up. You're gonna make it. We are going to make it. And we have done it so many other times in our lives, that's for sure. At least that's the case for myself, but I'm sure for you as well. That's for sure.